In this video, I'm going to show you how to seamlessly work between Lightroom and Adobe Photoshop. So, to work in Photoshop from Lightroom, what you can do is you can send your images over from Lightroom into Photoshop, make edits there, and then it will save and then update it and send it back to Lightroom. So what you're going to need to do is in the top bar, you're going to come up to File, and then come out to Edit in Photoshop. And we can see that the quick key is Shift-Command-E. We can also come over to the right side over the tools, and then at the very bottom of our little ... of extra options is Edit with Photoshop. So again, Command-Shift-E. So if I click on that, that'll take a little bit to export it over into Photoshop. And right now it needs to open it up, so it's going to take just a sec. Once it opens it up, we'll have the full force of all of the tools in Photoshop to be able to edit things. And the thing that I was struggling with when I was editing with the tools native and Lightroom is that I couldn't get rid of this little this cork on the side of the head because I couldn't match that curve. But what's nice in Photoshop is we have so many other tools, so I could use things that are native into Photoshop, like the stamp tool, to be able to copy areas and paint those in a little bit more cleanly and to follow the curves of the areas more than what I had in Lightroom that allowed me. And that's working out pretty smoothly to be able to cover up that area. And it looks like I have just a little bit of where the head would be too. So I'm going to clean that out nice and smooth. When I'm done with that, all I have to do is close out this image and it will ask me if I want to save it and update that image. Something to be very careful about though, is that when I save this, it's going to permanently change the image in Lightroom, which can be very helpful if I know what my edits are. Like if I knew that I 100% wanted to remove that little part, then that can be very helpful. And we can see that it very easily removed that little cork. And now I'm back into Lightroom, and I can go back to editing using the tools in Lightroom very fluidly. Though, notice if I try to use Shift-R to reset it back to the original, it doesn't go back any further because we have saved it in Photoshop and made a brand new image. And we can see as I kind of go back to my other images, and then I'll hop over to this one, and then I'm going to hop back to this image. I can try to reset it again. I can try to Command-Z, and nothing is really changing because we have permanently altered this through Photoshop. So be conscious, but know that you can work in between those two programs because they're all a part of the same suite, the Adobe Creative Cloud Suite. So that is using both Photoshop and Lightroom to edit.